I'm Kelly from NISRA. I'm going to show you how to do the watercolor circle stained glass activity. This is one of the activities that's in the Camp in a Box, but you could also do it at home. The supplies I have are watercolor paper, a marker, pen, pencil, anything that you can use to write, as well as several different objects that I can use to trace circles on my paper. And then I have a watercolor palette, a paintbrush, a cup of water, and a paper towel. So I've gone ahead and started to trace some circles on my watercolor paper. I just did a random mixture of different sizes of circles, and I made sure to have them be overlapping so you can see that all of my circles overlap with a different circle. To do that, all I did was take any of our circles. This is just a plastic cup. I have a paper bowl, an empty can, a toilet tube. You can use anything that is a circle that you could trace. It doesn't really matter the shape or size. So I'm just gonna put it down and then with my marker, trace around the outside of the object. Doesn't really matter if it's perfect. I'm just gonna try to get it as good as I can. Let's do one more maybe down here. Okay. The good news is once you start your project, you can also always add more circles later. All right. The next step is I'm going to start painting my project. So I'm going to try to choose one section of each circle and paint it a different color. So not the whole circle, like this bit is all not going to be red. This part might be red, this part could be blue, etc. So I'm going to wet my paintbrush, kind of get some of the extra water off, and then choose whichever color you think would look nice. I'm gonna go with green. All right, trick of watercolors is that you do wanna make sure you get a good amount of color on there so that it'll show up on your page. And then I'll go ahead and fill in that segment of the circle. All right, you can see that one section is done, and then I'll keep going. It's a little bit more efficient if you do a few more with green and then you can switch colors, but it doesn't really matter. You can keep switching back and forth if you want to. All right, rinse off your brush, switch to a different color. Let's go for purple. All right, and then I'll continue this process until the whole thing is covered. All right, I finished painting my stained glass so you can see the final project. The reason we call it stained glass is because it does kind of look like that once all of the circles are filled in. I also chose to paint the outside of my circles, but it's up to you. You could choose whatever color you like. Have fun!